Hello and welcome back to another Rlcs recap video. It's the best LAN of all time. It's the best LAN of all time. It might be. It might be. What a day. What did I just witness? I mean, yesterday was something. I mean, I thought yesterday couldn't get any better. Yesterday was one of the best days of Rocket League of all time. It was the best Swiss of all time. What happened? Again, what am I looking at? What am I looking at on my screen? What a joke of a day. It wasn't a particularly long day. It went by so quick. I mean, I was out earlier, a little bit burnt. I was out earlier, came back, got stuck into the games, and every single series was good in its own way. Obviously, the upper quarters were blowouts, but they were still great games, and we'll get into why. But we start with the lower rounds. And we start with Carmine getting reverse swept by Twisted Minds. I mean, what? That just it didn't make any sense. It looked like, I mean, I think I had this as a 4-2 to Carmine Corp. It looked like the classic from them. I mean, they were just running away with it completely. They were 3-0 up. I think they were actually at one, even when Twisted took one game back, Carmine were 1-0 up with like 2 minutes left, and it looked like they were going to do it again. But every time, Twisted Minds just kept, it was specifically that game 5. That game 5 is when I knew that this might actually go the distance, because Carmine had all these opportunities, chance after chance after chance, and it just wouldn't go in. It just would not go in. Probably because, again, Twisted Minds. I'm not saying Carmine lost because they were bad. Twisted Minds were cooking, and since the first 3, the one after was pretty even. I would say the teams were even in terms of skill, but then all of a sudden the chemistry started picking up for Twisted Minds, and rise up, big man. One of the best players in the world. People may have forgot. I'm not gonna lie, I saw all these top 25 before the major, and he wasn't even there. I didn't post mine, but he was there. He was in my top 25. People forgot how good this man is. He might even be top 10. He was phenomenal. Just every time he got the ball, he was going past at least one player, sometimes 2, on no boost. I mean, he was rolling back those years, rolling them back. It was like watching Moist all over again, and it was a joy to watch. They just kept winning games. They would go down. It would look like, okay, this will be it. No, it wasn't it. They just kept getting the little goals, especially that overtime. They got that goal just before overtime, and then Naupo gets the weirdest glance on the ball. I'm assuming it must have been like a lag touch on Vatira's end, because he just stops and he just allows it to roll past him into the corner. But I mean, it was crazy. And that last game, that Champions Field, looks like they're down and out. They get the goal again to make it 2-2, and then 3 seconds left on the clock, infield pass, Naupo. Sorry, not Naupo. I'll say it right. Nobu. The GOAT. He is playing phenomenally well. We'll get onto the 1v1, but he was disgusting today. Him and Rise. I mean, Atomic as well. I'm sorry. Atomic, I'm sorry. Before the major, in predictions, I ragged on him and said he wasn't that good. Through the first day of Swiss, I also said he wasn't good. He was turning up today. I remember he got a really good control, flip, reset, pass off the backboard at one point. Yeah, he was... I'm sorry. I'll admit, I'm sorry. He got me. Wow, Twisted Minds today. It was something special to watch. Seriously, unbelievably well played. Although, Carmine Corp, I saw someone doing the Halliburton. They did. I mean, Twisted were moving like pacers. There was some dark magic there. I've not seen Rise move like that in years. There was some dark magic, but Carmine, when it needed to be done, they couldn't do it. Big choke. but also a choke because Twisted were so good. And then after that, hey, anything's possible. And Secret, they were tweeting out, oh, like, we see what we need to do. And I was like, get it done, big dog. And they responded back. They said they will. And guess what? They got the job done. There was something in the air after that one. You just knew it was going to happen. And this one was pretty confident, to be honest. 2-4, it's not flattering. I think it's a fair scoreline. But, yeah, Gentlemates won that first game and it was close. But I would say, I think Secret slightly edged that one, even though they lost. I think they were the better team overall. But that doesn't matter. You have to win. And then they win the next 3 games. And those were, I mean, they were close-ish, but they were the better team, the chances they created. And let me talk about that boy, KV1. He was just disgusting. Everything he did was magical, turned to gold. That flip reset pop. He was moving like Zen. He was moving like Naopo. He was moving like one of the best players in the world. Don't doubt these guys. These guys are special. I do think Gentlemates definitely didn't play as good as they could have. Definitely could have played better. The nerves, again, choke a little bit. The nerves got to them. It was pretty flat. Occasionally, all the Secret goals, just like yesterday, all the Secret goals were top chem, 100 chem. It was passing plays, intricacies, outplays. The Gentlemates goals were just like absolute clangers, don't get me wrong, whenever they scored, but it was like a player hitting a nasty shot or a pass play. It was pretty, not simple stuff, but it was, again, like I said yesterday, they did the basics of what makes high level Rocket League good, but they didn't do the enough of the intricacies, and boost management. To be honest, they were actually starved a lot, which is kind of rare for them. But yeah, Secret were really good, just better. That other game that they dropped, I can't really remember how they dropped that. I think that was, again, just like the first one. I think they were the better team, but just dropped it. Yeah, that means GK are at Worlds. I love to see that. Those are GK are my boys. Joyo at Worlds. That is great, fantastic. You love to see it. Also, respect to Gentlemates, but hey, didn't cut the mustard in the end. Losing to Secret. Hey, it was a pretty good matchup. It's not a bad matchup, but couldn't do it. Secret look phenomenal. These 2 series, by the way, to start off the day, I couldn't believe it. It's already, because you have to think about this, right? Swiss, it's the best Swiss ever, right? And then we get to these, and usually, I'm going to be honest, when you get to this point, these lower round ones and these uppers, they're quite, you can tell what's going to happen, usually. 2 shocks. I mean, I didn't have this. I don't think anyone had Twisted beating Carmine. I did say in my prediction yesterday, this one could go Secret's way, but I didn't even predict it, but it could have. I said there's a very high chance I had it 3-4. They dominated, and I should have gone with Secret. Should have gone with my heart, with them Secret boys, and that organization, great organization. But yeah, crazy game, crazy series is both of these. And then we moved on to some very calm, some very controlled, but some very dominant Rocket League. This Falcons Dignitas result was the most obvious result so far this entire LAN. Because obviously we all know down here KC had played Twisted before and KC dominated them, but that was a different KC. That was when they were playing confident before they'd lost and dropped to the 2-2. Falcons and Dig, they didn't even play that long ago. I mean, it wasn't that long ago because they're both in the uppers. So, I mean, Dig haven't figured out Falcons. I don't know if they tried to. I'm sure Violent Panda did try and figure something out, a way of stopping them, but there was no way of stopping them. Roas, Killiers, I mean, come on. TRK, they were just absolutely disgusting. They're still absolutely disgusting, and why I said these matches were good, even though there were 4-0s, is because when I saw the first one, I thought, oh my goodness, Falcons are the best team at this LAN. Easily the best team. They were absolutely destroying Dignitas every single game. I think one game was close, maybe, but really it wasn't close at all. They blew them out of the water. I had this as a 4-1, so it was predictable, but it was 4-0, even more dominant. Yeah, again, Dignitas aren't a bad team, don't get me wrong. Their run, you could say perhaps their Swiss run was a little bit Mickey, Virtus Pro, obviously then getting destroyed. Gen G, who didn't make it, so another team that didn't make top 8. This is no Mickey result though. This is what when I saw this, I thought they could do it. But hey, how good are KC on this LAN? How good are they? Not very good. So I think don't know how good Dig are going to be down here. We'll see. I don't know. Falcons were just too good. And they look like they could win. Come on, Mina. Come on, Falcons. I'm so happy with these matchups, by the way, down here. This is beautiful. Mwah, mwah, mwah. I couldn't have predicted a better LAN. I couldn't have. It's phenomenal. Yes, and Vitality, Energy, the final game of the day, the one all the fans were waiting for, all the NA fans in the stands. It was reasonably empty, to be honest, in the Raleigh venue, but they were cheering. Well, they were cheering. I mean, you can't not cheer the series that we're going on today, but they were cheering, so respect. But like I said in the predictions, NA were going to be disappointed again today, and they were. But I think I had this as a 4-3 or a 4-2 Vitality. It was an obliteration of NA. NA nearest airport. NA not activated. They're not switched on. They are obviously, Energy are obviously a great team, but this is why these matches were good, because I thought Falcons, no one could beat Falcons. So Vitality, no one can beat Vitality. If those two play each other in the grand final, fingers crossed, I hope they do, to be honest, it's going to be a classic. I don't know which one of these teams is better. I really couldn't tell you. Zen is the best player in the world. He is, which is crazy because I saw Peak Nobu today in that ones game as well. I didn't talk about that, but there's no need to talk about it. He destroyed Diaz. It wasn't even a choke. I was going to do that, but he didn't even choke. Nobu was too good. He's Nobu versus Moxie. I've got Nobu. That man he's incredible, and he's not going to feel the pressure on that stage. Moxie is. But yeah, after I saw Nobu, I thought no one's going to be better today. Zen, oh my goodness. Also Exotic, he's back. Monkey Moon is back. All of them were phenomenal. Their constant pressure off the backboard, passing plays, just bumps, everything was disgusting. Also, I didn't even touch on how good Secret's bumps were today. Phenomenal. And Twisted Minds bumps. The bumps have been saving teams. Absolutely saving teams. This LAN, it's been so good. The Rocket League has been, I mean, I'm ecstatic. I'm buzzing. I can't wait for tomorrow. It's going to be so good. But this was a destruction. Energy, I do have to admit, I think they didn't play to their usual standard, I'll be honest. Although, just like Dig aren't a bad team, but they just get blown up by Falcons. I think Vitality might be Energy's kryptonite at the moment. They can't figure them out. They just counter them perfectly, I think, the style of play. I think Energy are used to slightly more teams just throwing everything, and Vitality do throw everything, but they choose to pick their moments better than these other teams that NRG play, I feel like. But I don't know, we're gonna have to see. Anyways, what a day. Now, the big moment. Championship Sunday predictions. Today, I only got the Vitality and the Falcons series right. Let's go. How many games is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go 5 from 5. Are you ready? Here it comes. This is what's happening tomorrow. I'm not entirely sure who's playing first. I would assume it would be the NRG Twisted, because NRG played first last today, but I'm not sure. But I'm going to start with this Secret Dignitas, actually. I'm going to do it. Vamos! They're doing it. I don't know why or how. And to be honest, 4-2. It seems crazy. It is crazy. This has been a crazy LAN. I think how offensive Secret are, right? And the way they can conjure things up out of nowhere is exactly what Falcons do. Obviously, hold on, I'm not saying the Secret are as good as Falcons, and also Secret aren't a secret anymore. Everyone knows how good they are now, I hope. So I hope this isn't that crazy, but they play a similar game style to Falcons, and I think that's going to suck for Dignitas. I also think Dignitas are going to be feeling pretty Obviously, mental is important. I think they're going to be slightly downtrodden. And when Secret come out playing similar Rocket League to the team that just whooped you, ain't looking good, brev. Let me tell you that, ain't looking good. I think, apparently, Jack, there's nothing he can do. There's nothing some people's GOAT can do about that. I like Jack as well, but I think this is the end of the road for Dig. I like Dig, but they need to figure out how to stop high-flying, all-out attack, and they just haven't figured it out, and I think they're not going to figure it out in this one. Maybe a crazy one. Again, leave it in the comments. Dislike the video. Call me stupid if you're a Dig fan. Subscribe if you think I'm always correct. No, I'm the worst predictor of all time, but I do enjoy doing it. I've got... Wow. This was a very close one last time. Hey. It's crazy. It's probably a little dumb, to be honest, but I just want to see it. I want to see these two teams win. I think it's somewhat valid because Twisted were close before, and I actually don't think Twisted were playing to their full capabilities. I think Energy are playing below their capabilities. Obviously, home court advantage. They know how to beat Twisted, so there will be that. That means this one will be close, and in my opinion, it could go either way. That's why I've got to go in Twisted's way. Yesterday, I went with obviously Gentle Mates and Carmi because I thought, oh, it was so crazy the day before, it's going to normal out. It's not normaling out. This is the new normal. This is the new normal. Sam 2, Mina 2, some of the best teams in the world. They are. What can you say? Look at them, they're doing it on the top level, and they're in Championship Sunday, so this is the normal. Get prepared. And Twisted are beating Energy, and there's nothing you can do about it. Nobu is the second best player in the world. You heard me. Vitality Secret. It's the end of the run for Secret, and it's probably not going to be particularly pretty. They look phenomenal. You know what? I can give them 2 games. It could be pretty one-sided though. It could be a 4-1, could be a 4-0. High-flying offense versus high-flying offense, but one of them is slightly more consistent. I know what I've got. I've got Vitality in that one. What a run though from Twisted. If they make it all the way to the semis, that would be crazy. KV1, you're the GOAT. You're on my top 25 list from now on. My apologies, I was not familiar with your game. To be honest, Mata and Swift as well. They could all be creeping on to my top 25 players. They've been so enjoyable to watch. The style is amazing. I don't know who the coach is, but let him cook. He's cooking up something. This one as well, they beat them every time, but I think this one might be close. I want this one to be close. I might even change this one. I think this is going to be even worse. It's going to be a 4-1. But this one, it means this one's going to be closer. Obviously they play all the time. Falcons win most of the time, but the way Twisted are playing, and if Twisted beat NRG, that confidence, it's like a snowball sometimes online. It just keeps going and going and going. Next thing you know, it's an avalanche colliding into a Falcon. You know what I mean? Although Falcons probably wouldn't get hit by an avalanche unless they were like sleeping or something. Also, I don't think Falcons even exist in snowy biomes. But whatever, you get the picture, alright? Twisted are almost going to do it, but it's going to be a classic. I mean a classic, which sets up the perfect final. This is going to be cinema, and honestly, I don't know. Leave it in the comments who you think is going to win tomorrow, because I actually don't know if I can even predict this here. I will, but wow, I don't know. I really don't know. I think I'm going to have to go with... Oh, but Vitality will have the secret game. Wow, I don't know. Because I would say Dignitas is a worse opposition than NRG, so I would say Vitality should be better than Falcons, right? But then Falcons have to play Secret, which is a worse warm-up semi than going to Champions Field against your rivals. However, I am going to go Falcons. Why not another Champions Field? For the best LAN of all time. I think already, no matter how tomorrow goes, right? No matter how it goes, this is the best LAN of all time. In terms of pure results, pure shock, pure entertainment. I mean, look, Carmine in 8th, Ultimates in Fury in 9th to 11th. What's going on? What's going on? Obviously, Vitality winning is probably the boring answer. We all want to see Falcons win because then we finally get a minor region winning. But that's just not the way things are. Also, congratulations to Nobu. My apologies, GOAT. Nobu. He's going to be going up against Moxie as well. It's going to be great to see at Worlds. Anyways, wow, what a day. I cannot wait for tomorrow. Leave it down in the comments what's happening, what's going to go down. Thanks for watching. As always, it's been the Foolish Fella with another recap video. Subscribe and like.